I'm sure this is what you all think of when you think of crocheting. Sweet little lady sitting here with her bifocals in a rocking chair, just knitting away. Oh, I got you there. That's a common misconception we'll address here in a minute. Today I'm here to speak to you about crochet and the hobby of crochet and how it provides numerous positive brain stimulation and health benefits. So today I'm going to explain to you what crocheting is, where it originated from. We're going to discuss some misconceptions, and then I'm going to also address the health benefits of crocheting. So what is crocheting? Now, according to Michaels from the craft store, we all know, crochet is an extremely versatile and popular technique for making a variety of fashion and home decor accessories. Now, the word crochet itself comes from the French word croche, literally meaning hook. The crochet hook was used early in the intricate process of lace making, and it is actually thought that the hobby of crochet first began, they didn't use hooks, they used their hands. And this is actually what I believe this woman in the photo is doing. Now, there are several types of yarns and hooks, and that is what you use to crochet. There are yarns like this, think cheap, inexpensive, Walmart, okay? And then there is also yarns that can be made out of mohair, alpaca, and this, they're expensive, they're usually made by hand, they're dyed by hand, it's a craft in itself. And now the hooks can be made out of plastic, wood, metal. They range in size from B to S with corresponding number values. And we can think of the closer to A, meaning the smaller the hook, the finer the yarn, the smaller the stitches produced. So now we know what to use to crochet. We are going to talk about where it originates from. And this is kind of where it's disputed because there's not much evidence that exists beyond or before the 20th century about crochet. Some historians will state, though, that it began in 1500 BC. Now, according to Kay Perry, that's not Katy Perry, Kay Perry, a crochet enthusiast, and she's written several articles on the issue. She says there are three theories of where it originated from. The first is Arabia. It started in Arabia, it went east to Tibet, west to Spain, it followed the Arabian trade routes to the other Mediterranean countries, and expanded from there. The second is South America, and this is because they say primitive tribes use crochet adornments in purity rituals. And now the third could be China, and this is because early examples were known of dolls that were worked in crochet. So now we've kind of talked about what it is, where it came from. Let's address these misconceptions. Okay, crocheting is not for old ladies. I myself, in all my dorky glory, 8 years old, learned to crochet from my aunt. Okay, it's for men, women, all ages, around the world. There's a very evident crochet community online, worldwide. Now the second one we're going to address, I hit on at the very beginning. Knitting and crocheting. They are two different things. They use similar things, obviously, yarn. However, knitting uses needles and crochet uses the hook. Now, they both manipulate loops of yarn, however, they do it in different ways. Crochet is thought to be faster, but knitting produces that more desirable look. Think the commercial-made, mass-produced items we see in stores. So now, those are the two misconceptions I wanted to address with you guys. Now I'm going to introduce some startling health benefits that crochet has upon a person. Now, since 2005, ex-senior physiotherapist Betson Corkill has been collecting evidence and collaborating with other scientists and historians. And he says, along with all this information he's collected, that the rhythmic, repetitive acts of crocheting, they help manage stress, pain, depression, and this in turn helps strengthen our immune systems. And our pain specialist, Monica Baird, she even says that crocheting can help change our brain chemistry. It can decrease stress hormones, and it can increase our feel-good serotonin and dopamine. Now, Dr. Herbert Benden from the Institute of Mind-Body Medicine at Massachusetts General Hospital, an associate professor of medicine at Harvard Medical School, he notes that crochet is one method that creates that relaxation response in our body. And it can even be comparable to activating the same areas in the brain that yoga and meditation have. And he says it helps lower our blood pressure, our heart rate, it helps prevent illness. The calming effects overall can help manage anxiety. It may help with asthma, panic attacks. The repetitive movements have been shown to help manage disruptive behaviors and also ADHD in children. And now, interestingly, crocheting has even been used by the military as a form of therapy for soldiers with PTSD. So today, I really hope that I've helped expand our notions on hobbies and crocheting and shown you that it can be done by anyone, any age, any gender. It's a great, relaxing hobby that promotes positive brain stimulation. We discussed what crochet is, where it came from, a couple of misconceptions, and the health benefits. So next time you're over by Sportsman's or Old Navy, I urge you, please go into Michael's, pick up some yarn, feel it, okay? Grab a hook. I recommend an H. That's what most patterns use, and who knows, this could be a hobby that might become yours.